In regards to a president's legacy, I really hate seeing these memes that they put on Facebook. It says, share if you think Barack Obama will go down in history as being America's worst president ever. I really hate these memes, and the reason why is because people get so wrapped up in the present that they don't think about the long-term effect of history. And in order to know where you're going, you have to know where you've come from. And my issue with these stupid memes is very simply that Barack Obama's legacy is built into his skin color. 100 years from now, all of us are going to be dead. Pretty much all of us are going to be dead. No one is going to remember Obamacare, but what they are going to know, 100 years, 200 years, 300 years, let's say even 400 years, what they are going to know is that when they look up on the walls and they see these pictures, they're going to look at each one of these guys, and eventually they're going to get to this guy right here, and they're going to look at him, and he's not like the others. His legacy is built into the color of his skin. It's not in his policies. He will be remembered as the first black president, period. Or, for those of you who like to throw up, oh yeah, well, his mama was white, he will be remembered as the first president that wasn't white. So either they'll remember as the first black president, or he'll be the first president that wasn't white. Now, the thing about it, to me, I'm sorry for the blurriness because of the lighting difference in here, but the thing about it for me is the fact that nobody is going to remember his policies. When they look up Obamacare in the future, or actually when they look up him, they're going to see Affordable Care Act. They're not even going to see the words Obamacare, because in the future they're not going to talk like that. They're going to name things based on their legal definitions. They're not going to use the buzzwords and the terms that the media have put together. So basically, when we look at the list of the presidents of the United States of America, when you look at them, half of these people, the vast majority of you, don't even know what any of their policies were. Like, for instance, without looking it up, how many of you could tell me what William Henry Harrison's policies were? How many of you can really tell me about Martin Van Buren? How many of you, and now look, these people, they were president 1795, 1849. Nobody's going to remember any of this. And even the historians of the future, they're going to look back on this time right now, and the first thing they're probably going to say is that the media itself was so screwed up that they don't even know what was official and what wasn't. And then, when you get to the 44th president, and Wikipedia already has it perfectly pegged, when you get to the 44th president, you're going to see Barack Obama 400 years from now, 100 years from now, 200 years from now, whatever. You're going to look back. You're going to see that he was the one president that wasn't like the others that came before him. And then you're going to see this dude right here. You're going to see Barack Obama, and then you're going to see him followed by Donald Trump. In my opinion, that is the main reason why Hillary Clinton did not deserve to be the first female president. There has been so much lies, deceit, conjecture, rumor. And granted, she's been in office for a very long time. She's been in some form of office. But in my opinion, it's like when you ask somebody to name what Hillary's accomplishments are. Well, let's think about it like this. I live in New York State. In New York State, she was my senator at a certain point. She came all the way from Arizona and came to New York State. Oh, I shouldn't say Arizona. She came from Arkansas. She came to New York State to run in my state to be senator, based solely on the fact that there were so many people who loved Bill Clinton, not her. There were so many people that loved Bill Clinton that they were willing to vote for her simply out of love for her. They didn't really want to vote for her. They wanted to vote for Bill Clinton, but they couldn't get Bill Clinton because he wasn't on the ticket. He wasn't running. So that was her first position. That was her first position that she actually was voted in for. Her second came when we chose Barack Obama over her, and he gave her the position of Secretary of State. When this year rolled around, people pretty much made it clear almost the majority of Democrat voters that they really wanted Bernie Sanders. Now, I shouldn't say almost the majority of Democrat voters. What I really should say is that a large number of Democratic voters said that they didn't really want her. They wanted Bernie Sanders because what they were looking for was radical change. And the problem is Hillary's message has always been a little bit of a centrist Republican message. And I'm not talking about what you know of Republicans now. I'm talking about traditional Republicanism and conservatism. And in that vein, a lot of people really didn't want her. What they wanted was some screaming lunatic saying that he was going to give them everything free, and Bernie Sanders, and that damn sure wasn't going to happen. So we tried to throw her under the bus for Bernie Sanders. And then when it finally came time for the first national election where we would, as a nation, have a say on her as president, we said no and we voted for Trump. And it wasn't even 270 electoral votes. This guy got 306. So that means that the vast majority of the states said no, we don't want her. Someday there will be a female president, but Hillary Clinton, in my opinion, did not deserve to be it.